Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time we're going to go over to Dateline, and the article is by Dominic Patten. Riverdale actor Ryan Grantham sentenced to life behind bars for matricide, not eligible for parole for 14 years. Former Riverdale and Diary of a Wimpy Kid actor Ryan Grantham has been sentenced to life behind bars without the possibility of parole for 14 years for the 2020 killing of his mother. The by-the-book second-degree murder punishment was handed down by British Columbia Supreme Court Justice Kathleen Kerr on September the 21st in Vancouver, with the sentence already a foregone conclusion over the laws of the Canadian province. The only real wild card was how the guilty pleading Graham would have to wait before the current 24-year-old could apply for parole. The Leo Award nominated Grantham turned himself into police soon after shooting his 64-year-old mother, Barbara White, in the back of the head on March the 31st, 2020, in their Squamish home just north of Vancouver. A second-degree murder charge is BC becomes with no parole eligibility between 10 to 25 years. In that context, prosecutors had recommended in a sentencing hearing earlier this week that Grantham receive a parole in eligibility up to 18 years. The former actor's legal team had suggested 12 as a fair consequence. Clearly, Justice Kerr met them in the middle in her ruling this week. Originally charged with first-degree murder, Grantham had been in custody for the past 2.5 years. Law enforcement officials in Vancouver confirmed to Dateline today. Participating in a mental health program since his arrest. Grantham is in the process of being readied for transfer to a more permanent facility, sources say. With around 30 credits on his resume, Grantham notably played Jeffrey A on the fourth season of CW's soapy Riverdale in 2019. While appearing briefly, the character had a pivotal role in the Archie comics based show. It was Jeffrey A's who killed the late Luke Perry, portrayed Fred Andrews on the series in the hit and run that changed almost everything on the show. Starting his career back in 2007, Grantham also appeared in the 2010 movie Diary of a Wimpy Kid as stint on Supernatural, Zombie, and the Imaginarium of Dr. Parners. It later was revealed in court that after the murder of his mother, Grantham took video of the body and confessed to killing her on camera. A day later, after carefully arranging the body in a semi-religious scene, Grantham hit the road with ever-changing intent. He, at the point, was going to try to kill Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, as he also wrote in a journal entered as evidence. Grantham also considered committing a mass shooting at Vancouver's Simon Fraser University or on the iconic Lions Bridge. Thankfully, none of that came to pass, and Grantham instead went to East Vancouver cop shop and surrendered. I killed my mother, he is reported to have bluntly declared to the police at the front desk of the station. Back in March of this year, the multiple credited actor expressed sorrow at what he had done. In the face of something so horrible, saying sorry seems so pointless, Graham told the Vancouver court and Justice Kerr, reading from a sheet of paper, but from every fiber of my being, I'm sorry. Okay? And that is the end of this article. That's crazy, bro. To have, been acting or whatever the case is, and to just one day, from what I'm gathering, just snapped. I do not know the details, full details of what happened and what led up to it, and what his mental state was when he actually committed the act against his mother. Reportedly, as the article says, he's getting help, he's getting treatment, and it's just tragic that he took that road. It's tragic for anyone that ever takes that road, instead of seeking some type of help. But we all know in some cases people do seek help, and sometimes it still tends to not, help the situation. But in this case, to my knowledge, no prior help was, recommended or taken before the crime was committed. So it's just sad to see that another young up and coming actor took this path, and now he has to, deal with the consequences of that. I truly do hope that he gets the help that he needs and the support that he needs. I know that if he is truly remorseful for his actions, that this will haunt him for the rest of his life. Yeah, it's just one of those things that you just have to, look at and shake your head and be like, man, if it was only one thing that somebody could have done, or seen the warning signs, to prevent the incident from happening, and to, get him in a place where at least he could have a support system, or some type of treatment, counseling, to not to prevent actions like these. It just makes you wonder, man. And obviously his career in movies and everything is over. His life is essentially over, and that's just something that he has to deal with. He lost a lot. Usually in these type of situations, you always feel a loss for the victim, but you also have to take into account the loss of the person that actually committed the act. I'm not saying that applies to every person that does these type of things. However, if a person is showing general remorse, truly general remorse, then you have to take in the fact that their life is essentially over too. You essentially ended your life, as you know it, or as everybody else knows it. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for sticking through and watching this video. Join me down in the comments section to discuss this and any other video that I've done. I thank my supporters. I thank the people that comment in my comment section. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And with that, you guys, I'm going to head on out, and I will see you in the next video.